Okay, this is Aaron with Exalted Lamb 1, and I have, of course, my latest video for you. I spent the last 3 days, 4 days, almost nonstop, putting this together, jamming it together, because especially when the last timeline didn't happen, the Lord gave me, as his manner is, gives me stuff sometimes right in the middle when it doesn't happen, or it's about not to happen, or it just didn't happen, to incredible stuff for the next thing that's coming up possibly, and I am floored right now with this stuff. So I want to get right into this. I'm excited to finally get this. I'm quite late to my normal standards. I mean, I'm literally doing this the day before the pre-day, as far as recording this on here, the 17th, and the pre-day is the 18th. Just like the 9th, August 9th on my last video, it's really the 18th. 1 plus 8 is 9. And that's always a possibility that some of these numbers are either compressed or decompressed versions of themselves. For example, like the 22nd of a particular month could also be the 4th day. 2 plus 2 equals 4, or vice versa. So that's how this stuff works. So I'll get right into it. I'm super excited to show you this stuff. I got a lot to get into. And keep in mind, I'm not going to necessarily go through the whole timeline and show it to you on this video, but it's pinned to the top of comments on this video, okay? And all the events that I'm predicting are going to happen based on a lot of history of over 5 years of doing YouTube videos and learning about all this process. It started over 8 years for me, 8 years ago for me, 8.5 years ago now for me, with dreams and visions and stuff of the Lord showing me that these events are going to happen, like massive tsunami waves hitting both coasts, nukes to hit 23 cities in the United States, ending Babylon's reign and everything like that. And we are, United States is Mystery Babylon. So there's just so much stuff to get into here. And I want to say also, I just have so many things that I could share, but I had to do this and throw this together, get this out. So there's so much more I can share. I had to cherry pick the best stuff, or what I thought what might be the best stuff for this video. So I had so much stuff. In fact, I just came upon some stuff about Avatar, this Avatar 2, The Way of Water, whatever, that my brother Constantine just turned me onto, and I include at the end of this video, which you got to watch this whole video and the end for that. But I dive into a little bit, but it's so crazy how these eclipses, basically the one on April 19th and the one coming up to actually X out the United States on April 8th of next year, they completely sync to the movie Avatar 2. It's incredible, and there's so much. I have a deep dive I could go into, but I just didn't have the time. But I'm going to show you some of that stuff. It's really incredible, and how it proves this timeline without a shadow of doubt for me. So anyway, but we'll see how this goes. Again, I'm always do my best to not in a sense predict, but just kind of foresee what's coming in a sense. As far as the time frame, I'm totally guessing, but I've been shown by the Lord by dreams and visions that most of these things, especially those dreams and visions I got, these things are exactly happening, just I don't know when exactly, and that's what I've been dealing with for a few years. So just keep that in mind. So here we go. So again, I'm Exalted Lamb 1. This is my Telegram channel. I'm going to be covering some more things on my Telegram for those who are not signed up. I don't know if maybe you haven't heard of me yet. Then I would sign up. It's through your phone. You just sign up. There's going to be this time a link in the description box. I haven't been making that available for a while, but now I'm going to, because there's some really cool stuff I want to share with some people, with anybody that signed up, that's already signed up, but also that they're coming from this video. Maybe more stuff about what I was talking about with the syncing of these eclipses, and especially with Avatar and stuff. I might share a bunch of stuff with that on Telegram that I can't share now because I don't have any time. So, and anything I share with Gematria, there's a lot of things I add to that, and a lot of people know that have been signed up for a while. So keep that in mind. There's a link in the description box below to sign up for Telegram, and you can get notifications of my videos and other things like that, and some things I'll be doing regularly to kind of break down some events, like some of the predictive programming that was happening with the Fire Zulls and Maui Zulls. Okay, that that happen. I'm going to get into that too. So I have no part of the worthless deeds of darkness, but instead I'm exposing them. Ephesians 5:11. If you have any issue with that, go away. Go find someone else to bother to troll. I'm not here to troll. I will delete you in 2 seconds. You'll be deleted. Okay, I'm done with that. This is my house, by the way, on YouTube. That's how they're a bunch of. Anyway, this is my channel. So if you have a bunch of junk to say or to rip on me or whatever, you're gone in 2 seconds. Don't even bother typing out a bunch of stuff. You're gonna be deleted in 2 seconds. It's not worth your time. I won't put up with it. I'm tired of these people that do this, and I'm putting my warning out there. And by the way, you're speaking against the Lord Jesus Christ. I am in a sense, a prophet as far as the events happening. Okay, not the time. I don't know when the time's going to be. Nobody knows until maybe it's about to happen. And that's actually biblical. People go, oh, no one knows ever the time. That's not biblical whatsoever. That's not what the word says. I could do a whole exegesis on how and a whole intense biblical study about how we can be up to the minute as far as knowing what this time is, because we're not children of darkness. We're children of light, and we can know when this stuff's about to happen. That's just it. Sorry. So anyway, just keep that in mind. If you're trying to do any of that stuff, you'll be gone in 2 seconds. I won't put up with that, and I don't usually get into that stuff as far as digging into the scriptural stuff heavily, because people want to argue back and forth. And so the Lord has me in a particular niche to share these things this way. And then some people go, oh, iPad God is such a bad, you're of the devil. And I'm revealing what the enemy's doing, his plans through these different, media. And I use news, and I'm going to show you a bunch of things from news and movies and stuff in this presentation here, okay? So that's how this works. So if you want to learn more, sign up here for Telegram as far as beyond my videos and get notifications on my videos, okay? So, and I'm going to get into, again, predictive programming. It's massive. It's a massive subject, okay? It's numerology that's hidden in things that we consume every day in the media, okay? It's symbols. It's everything, and I'm going to touch on a lot of that in this video, okay? It's a subtle form of psychological conditioning woven into the fabric of all mass media, designed to subconsciously program and or consciously acquaint the public with pre-planned societal changes, ideas, or events. These changes, ideas, or events eventually become reality, largely because the public over time has already become programmed and or familiarized with them, accepting them as natural progressions, thus eliminating virtually all possible public resistance, commotion, or investigation, okay? This is my definition over time and what I've seen what this is. That's what this is, okay? And it's massive. And people that run the world, the trillionaires, okay, the 13 families, and they cloned a person that they basically out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere. Barack Obama's, okay, the 44th Prez, Beelzebub Butthead, as I have many names for him, and I'm going to prove this in this video as well as I have in many other videos, that he's the subject, he is the Antichrist, he is the one that's about to come to power very soon, okay? So that is very important. They want one world government, one world evil dictator, one world religion. Their pseudo-religious stuff that's based on the Bible and everything, but it's the false version of it, of course, and all that. So that's coming, but and everything that you see in media, movie, TV, I mean, everything, all of media is all designed to program you to what's coming, especially these 16 days that are going to transition from the beginning of sorrows that we're in right now to the tribulation. Okay, here we go. So this is one thing in the news that came up a few days ago, okay, about this story, about this miracle. It's just a miracle that a Catholic Church survived this horrible cremation. I mean, that's what it was. Look at behind this. That is that is like if you would have put something in a crematory oven. Okay, look at that white. And then what you see in these pictures I'll show is that you see trees all around. They're everywhere. But it was supposed to be a wildfire zul. So I'm gonna say it a certain way. I'm gonna say I say zuls afterwards, just a way to mask the words because of the stupid Al Gore rhythms that YouBoob has. Okay, I'm tired of it, but I have to do it. So, okay, so look at this cremation. Look at this. I mean, down to white ash. If you know anything about anything, you've ever seen forest fires, which I have. I was in Yellowstone right after a forest fire hit Yellowstone years and years ago when I was young. And I remember seeing how it looked. I've seen houses go up in flames. I've seen all kinds of stuff with all kinds of different reasons for these different things happening. And none of it ever looked like this. It's like you take a kid like it's when you're a kid and you have a magnifying glass. When I was a kid, I did this anyway, and you burn things with a magnifying. That's what this is like. This is even more intense than that. They use microwavesels, technologiesels. Okay, that's just what they do. Okay, and it's a particular weapon. Now I'm gonna get into this in a second here. So, and here's a little bit of a hint here. Hint, 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 hint. Okay, keep going. Maui church miraculously unscathed as video shows surrounding devastation. Okay, now watch it. This is in Gematria, exactly what this title is. And look, when did that happen? 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. It happened on 8/9. But it's predictively programming what I believe is the actual day, which is 8/18. See how that works? 1 plus 8 is 9, but the real day is 8/18, the pre-day, because it's 9. It's like if you go 1 through 9, then you hit 0, and then you start over 1 through 9, 0, 1 through 9, 0. So the next day is 10 or 19, the 19th, and that's 1 plus 9 is 10. Take away the 0, so that's the first day. This ends up being the pre-day of the 16 days, okay? And then the last day is what I call the post day. But the days in between, the 14 days, they line up numerically exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all up to 14. Okay, so this is how this works, okay? Now watch. Look at this. This is the devastation here. Again, you see, remember I just showed you all this cremated stuff in with that one picture. Now look at, see all these trees still? I mean, look at this. There's trees everywhere. And that's how wildfires, whatever, that's how they are supposedly in the past happen, because they go from tree to tree to tree, and it happens. They don't just float in the air, and and a fire doesn't float in the air and then go to another source. I mean, things from it can, but it doesn't. That's not how this works. I mean, for people to believe that, you got to suspend so much reality, and you have to look at the details of what happened. Why are these things down to ash, which requires thousands of degrees? It's insane, and there's no unevenness to it. With the fire, it's uneven. You see black, you see gray, you see it's uneven. That's how a fire works. If you burn anything, you ever burn something in a fire outside, like a campfire or whatever, and then you stop it or you let it burn out, it's uneven. There's some pieces of wood left, there's some charred put, there's some gray, it's not all straight solid white ash. It's just not. That's not how this works. It's intense heat, and then if you look at some of the details, you'll see that some of these things, like boats in the marina and stuff, were basically melted when they couldn't be melted. It's just impossible for a normal wildfire to do that, especially when they're on the water too. So anyway, look at, that's where this is. That's where this church is. See that church? The church is right in here. See right there? Okay, look at all this, and it was so miraculously saved. It's a miracle. It's a Catholic church. Okay, no, there it is again. See right there, boom, there it is. Again, the devastation is insane. I mean, we're talking about like almost even parts of the foundation burned to the ground. And then look, all the trees, they're fine. But see, this is what happens when you, like if you ever use your, your appliance in your house called a micro, and then there's the word wave, okay? That's what happens. It doesn't touch certain things. That's why you can't put metal stuff in there. And all that stuff, it reacts differently to different, composites, the composition of different things. Okay, then that's what they use. It's a particular weaponized thing. Okay, it's crazy. And I'm going to prove some of that in this video. Watch. Okay, so is that a miracle? Nope. Okay, not even close. It's one of these guys. Okay, and this is actually some of the pictures, just some, from different perspectives of this thing that came down in Maui. Okay, there's different perspectives. There's far more. I could show many. Just go on Twitter, look up this particular subject with Maui, and then DE, and then that W thing. Okay, and I gotta say it in code as much as I can, because I don't want this thing being taken out of the picture, taken all the way down. Okay, so anyway, so boom. Okay, and then basically I also went through this process a few years ago when this happened here and here. I would say here and here and here and here and here and here. Okay, anyway, this is the beam going this way right here. The beam going this way from the sky, and I literally, with infrared and regular satellite imaging and infrared satellite that covers the whole United States, as public access, I was able to go back and see where it started, and this beam just hit the ground, and then there's nothing there, and then a smoke just started to pour out, and then it was on there and on there and on there. It got to this point, and then it's gone. And then this one here, look at that. This one here, it's the beams coming down. Then boom, right there. Again, like a magnifying glass. But you can literally through the satellite imagery, you can see the beams coming through. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. And I was able to show that in those videos. I mean, so these things have been, and in fact, in the one in California, in Paradise, say it that way. Okay, I don't know. Again, you never know what they have controlled and what they have monitored and whatever. They were in an exact line. 5 were in a line exactly, and they happened pretty much at the same time, which is impossible. I mean, the ones this guy Daniel just covered ones in Canada that all happened at the same time. He just started showing it, and it's hard to get the feed. I haven't been able to get the feed for in Hawaii. It's very difficult to get certain this kind of feed in Hawaii because it's just different. But the stuff around the the continental United States is easier to get and monitor and stuff too. So anyway, and then so look, this is predictive programming. So what happened with Maui? Okay, boom, look, it's like in the movie Moana. This is a depiction of the situation with in Moana, the movie, where you have the god Maui, supposedly played by Dwayne Johnson. Okay, his voice, and all his details have to do with this and line up. But he has Maui, and you have a right there, see, and the name of that thing he's battling is called Taka. Okay, what is that? Taka. Look, oh, it just has to be 8, 9, 23. And I'm going to get into what the rule of Kalel is, but you can add or take away a 1 anytime. So if you add a 1 right here, it's 2, 2, 3. 8, 9, 2, 2, 3, the exact date. Or if you take away a 1, you can do either one. It's 8, 9, 2, 3. Again, this is how we can abbreviate. Like if you write on documents on those, you might put 8, 9, 23 instead of 8, 9, 20, 23. Okay, boom. But look, that matches exactly. See how this is predictive programming. And then look, we have that matches this guy Stinky Bo, and then but secretly in the details, 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 8, and then we have 9, 8, 9. He's born in that, but that's predictive programming for 8, and then 9 is made up of 1 and 8, or 8, 18, I'm saying. But then look, that and that is massively searched right now on the internet. Okay, massively. And then that is also 8. And then again, 6 is 9 because you flipped it upside down and backwards. They hide these things backwards, upside down, and backwards. Opposites, all that stuff. So anything that's contradictory to the truth, that's opposite of the truth, that's how they hide it. And so it's basically right in front of your face, but hidden, as they say, hidden in plain sight. Okay, boom. And then look right there. This statement is massively searched on the internet right now. And since it happened, look, it's 68 upside down and backwards. 68 upside down and backwards is 8, 9. Okay, sorry, but that's what it is. And then look, see how this matches? Now that matches that. And then again, the voice for Maui, the character Maui in Moana, was this guy. And look, he even matches in so many ways. I'm not getting, again, there's so many things, and everything I talk about in this video, I can go into much detail and prove it even more. I could literally, about each subject I'm talking about in this video, I could go to a 2-hour at least video. I'm not exaggerating one bit. There's just so much now. It's just insane. And then watch. See all these 68s? Watch. You watch that, and then look at this. Oh, what's this? You ever heard of this one? Mountain Doozle's Maui Burstles, because it burst into flame. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to prove it to you. Watch. See this? Oh, hey, this is a coinkydink. This came out. Oh, and it's a coinkydink that Maui was hit by this thing here, and it's called Maui Burstles into Flame. Wow, yeah, that's a coincidence. So now let's look at so this is the symbols and stuff of this predictive programming. And look, you think they may be laughing, they're in pain. They're in pain. It looks like they're in pain, or the demons are laughing because people are getting burst into flames. It's so sick, this stuff that's behind the scenes that people don't realize is going on. Now watch. Maui and burst just happen to be 8, 9. So Maui, and if you spell it right, see how they spell it? A capital and then a lowercase. Then these are all capital, but you have to put a lowercase because that's how these work. Francis Bacon and Frank Baconus, but Francis Bacon has capitals in upper and lower case, and they have different numbers for them. So only this way, by putting this small I, makes this 122 backwards as 221. The 221st day of the year is 8, 9. And then burst is 68. Upside down, and Stinky Bo, Barack Obama's, his name is 68. And upside down and backwards is 89. And that's 8, and then right here, 1 plus 5 is 6, and then 8 is that upside down backwards is 89. Okay, and it's just a coincidence that the day this place was hit by this was of that. I mean, and that's what this is called. Or that's what this is called right here. It's a DEW right here. DEW. Sorry, I'm trying to speak in code. I just like to spell it out for you, but I can't. So my video will be down in 2 seconds. Okay. Boom. Okay, now let's get to Avatar 2 and the predictive programming for that. I was talking about some other things with the eclipses. That'll be at the end. But right now I'm going to show you the predictive programming in this. I'm showing you some predictive programming. Okay, predictive programming. So I sometimes I'm a little irreverent, and I try to be funny and everything just because that's my character, to make this more interesting and things. But I'm not irreverent about what's coming and what's coming to people. I've spent my years crying about all this stuff and how horrible it is. I've seen it. I've seen people dying. I've seen bodies and everything. Most of you do not want anything I've gotten. Okay, trust me. If you haven't already gotten some of it, okay, it's horrible. But I do this because you're going to sit through some stuff. You might as well have a little bit of just me and just lightness of it, because the drudgery of what this is and what this really is, I'd want to cry the whole time. Okay, it really is. But I just want to say that I'm not irreverent towards it at all, but I'm coming off that way a little bit because I'm just trying to enjoy what is almost impossible to enjoy. Okay, so, and I know it's weird, but that's the way it is. So hopefully you understand that. And if you don't understand that and you're too religious, well, then go somewhere else. Okay, see you bye. I don't like ultra religious flakes. Because their ultra religiosity is from being in fear and having a lot of things stuck in their heart that they don't want to deal with and they want to push away. And I don't believe that. You got to take on your life. You got to take on what the Lord shows you. Know the Lord, know Jesus himself, and he will set you free. Know the truth, and the truth will set you free. He is the truth. He is the truth. God made the truth in a person. And only by knowing him and walking with him will you know the truth. And by being religious and looking at things out from the outside in is the worst thing ever. And you'll have a crusty heart. You'll have a heart that doesn't really feel and is not really real. And he breaks through all those chains. He breaks through those chains of ultra religiosity and all that stuff. And so I'm just real. Real is refreshing. I'm real, and that's it. And so I'm in the spirit of that, in the spirit of love and of freedom and everything like that. Not the spirit of, oh, you suck and I'm good and you're not good and I could point my finger at you. No, I don't do that. Okay, I take first responsibility for me, and then I just basically I'm speaking what the Lord's given me to speak only. And this is all about what the Lord has for me to speak to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this 1 second. 1 second. Okay, and that's the best I can do. That's what I have to do. So I'm doing what he's showing me to do because I know him personally. Okay, so does this look like Hawaii? Oh yeah, but it's Avatar. There's Hawaii. Okay, like the island of Maui. Okay, for example, see how this is similar. Okay, see Avatar, Hawaii / Maui possibly, and all that. See, okay, now watch. So this guy, the colonel in Avatar 2 says, "Burn the hooches, burn the hooches." He doesn't say he says, "Burn the hooches." I listened to their words intently because what their words actually say is what it is, not what the wording underneath it. If you have the what do you call it? The words with it, or whatever. God, I can't think of it. Sometimes I have a little brain fart on that. So it's whatever he actually says. He says, "Burn the hooches, burn the hooches." Okay, so and then this guy says, "Light them up," and then somebody else, a couple other people say a couple times, "Flamethrowers up." Okay, again. Burn the hooches, light them up, flamethrowers up, and then they burn the hooches. In fact, that's a Vietnam term. In fact, I had gematria for that, but the Vietnam term for hooches is basically houses or their shanties or huts or something that people just threw together to live in. That's what they call hooches, and that's dated back then because it's making him more of an evil person, making him like old and referring to that kind of stuff. So anyway, but watch this. Again, we're going back here. Burn the hooches. Okay, light them up. And flamethrowers up. Okay, watch. Burn the hooches. And again, it's a sentence. Burn the hooches would be a sentence, and the B is capital, and so that's 221. Okay, light them up. Okay, again, that is a sentence. Light them up. I mean, even though it's not a real, it's a hyphenated sentence or whatever, but it's light them up or light them up for short, and that's a capital L. Again, Francis Bacon refers. Look at this. Watch this. We'll watch these. So that's 221 and 221. Okay, and flamethrowers up. Okay, and that is, see how these ones match here? These two match as far as what the cipher is, but then the numbers are different. Now watch. What are these? The 221st day of the year, 8-9, because they burned the hooches and they lit them up. Right? Okay, this is crazy. And then flamethrowers up is the real date. Again, 8-19. Okay, that's when stuff's going to happen. The 231st day of the year is 8-19. The 221st day of the year is 8-9. Again, you can go through anything in the media if you know what the numbers and you understand how this works. And I'm teaching people this all the time in my videos. You gotta look and you gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. You can do all this stuff yourself and find it, especially with the Lord's help. That's you can't really do without Him. You need Him 100% first, but you should be able to look at things and then understand, just like I'm showing you, how this stuff works. Okay, and then that is predictably programming this events in Maorizals. Okay, boom, there it is. See, and it's like I showed you, it's right off the beach. They're burning the hooches. Okay, and these people are there suffering, whatever, right? And then look at this, boom. Na 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 na. Oh, anyway. Okay, so okay, if you know Avatar. Okay, boom. Okay. And so this bad boy is really, to make it a little bit, it's this for sure, but what it's hiding and what's obvious is this. It's this. It is a Beamsels. Okay, it's a Beamsels, but I'm going to show you, again, it is gematria. Watch, bam. So we got flamethrowers up, okay, and we got this name here, right here. Okay, those two, right. Now watch. What do they have in common? What is this? Remember, this is predictive programming for what has already come on 8-9, what's coming on 8-19, and then this. Okay, now watch. What comes together on this? Flamethrowers. Again, he says flamethrowers up. So we're talking about flamethrowers, and there's a flamethrower. 163. This thing right here, what I just showed you, 163. Is that a chance? See, is that random chance? It's just, oh, come on, that's just chance. I mean, give me a break. I mean, do you think I mean, gosh, don't you know there's lots of coincidence in life? No, actually, there's no coincidence. So the Bible actually doesn't have a word for coincidence, because things have a spiritual meaning, backstory, and things happen for different reasons, and they have some kind of reasoning for these different things to happen. And if they're associated, there's some reason for it. Oh, really? I don't think so. I'm a skeptical idiot. Okay, so boom, then bam, look at this. Just happens to match him 100%. Oh, imagine that. And his name matches so many things, like earthquake and comet and so many things. It's crazy. It's crazels. And his names, he has multiple names. Barack Obama, he has Barack Obama, he has this one, Barack Insane Obama. I mean, all kinds of one. And they match all these different devastation things because he's the God of destruction, like the Bible says. And I'm going to show you that more here with the scripture. Again, look, and also not only is 163, but look, flamethrowers is 188, or get it, August 18th, the pre-day, which is tomorrow. When I'm recording this, we're on the 17th of August. It's tomorrow, 8/18. See, look at it. Flamethrowers equals that, and they're both that. Not only both this, they're that, right? And they were also the other thing that I showed you, okay? They're also that. That's a coinkydink. Oh, all numbers you can make them say whatever you want. No, you can't. Sorry, Mr. Skeptic. Sorry, not possible. So the directed energy bull thing. I wanted to say bullshoot. Anyway, man, when I think about this stuff and people being fried in their own vehicles and in their own homes and all that stuff, man, I want to swear. I want to swear. I want to, minimum. I don't even want to get into all that. But look at that. 8-9, 8-9, 8-18, 8-18. I'm telling you. Bam, and that's all not predictive programming. Are you an idiot? Hopefully not. Now look at this. Now what does this also match? See that, right? That, And I showed you it matched this. These two matched, right, who that was, everything. But see, all these here, all 12 of these, they match. All 12. It's insane. Every single one of these match. And what does that mean? That means that it's impossible to have just happened. This is planned. The number off the charts. In fact, I'm going to show you the numbers. I used to just talk about it. People didn't get it. Now I'm going to give you clear numbers to show you. And I have it kind of in some ways in the past, but I want to hit you because most people don't understand numbers like I do, and I'm, not even close probably, but that's okay. I understand that. I have just, the Lord's put that in my heart and my mind, and He's given me something, He's taught me, and all this stuff. But it's crazy. So watch. So like I said, this equals that. Okay, see all these that exactly match. I mean, that's just so off the charts, impossible. And I'm going to show you why. But first of all, look, there's 18 letters here, and there's 18 letters here. That's another thing. What's the chance of them matching 18 letters and 2 spaces? Okay, 18 letters and 2 spaces. Because those both are 18 letters. And I'm going to show you how one of the very foundations of who Stinky B.O. is, the 44th Prez, okay, Nipsey Hussle. Anyway, all kinds of names of people. Anyway, the Black Panther, the Black Mamba, I mean, all this kind of stuff. 18 letters divided by 3 words equals 6 a word, and so 6 a word is, see, that's how simply, super simply, he is the Antichristos of the, anyway, oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Okay, look at that, and then watch this. So that's 18 letters, okay, each one is 18 letters. For them to match, it's 18 to the 300, roughly 18 to the 330th power. If you know math at all, that's a lot. And I'm going to give you a little bit of visual representation of that. I'm going to give you a representation of 18 to the 100th power. 18 times 18 times 18 times 18 times 100 times, or 18 times 18 times 18 times 330 times. Okay, let me give you an idea. 18 to just to the 100th power, not to the 330th power, is this many numbers. Now imagine that to the 330th power. Okay, so give you an example. Okay, 2 examples. You're more likely to be struck by lightning every day of your life. The average person who lives 80 years are more likely to be struck by lightning every single day than for this to happen, for these two to match. For these two to match, it's more likely for you to be struck by lightning every single day of your life if you live to be 80. Or here's another one. If you won the lottery every single day for a year, you have more of a chance of winning the lottery, the state lottery, like, for example, California lottery, 1 in 4 million or whatever it is. Now, I'm not talking about mega millions or any of that junk. I'm just talking about like a regular big state lottery, 1 in 4 million chance, or whatever it is. Okay, you have more of a chance to win that lottery every single day for a year than for these to match by chance. For these two to match by chance. Okay, I'm just showing you. Look at all the numbers, and that's really should be 18 times 330. 18 to the, not times, but to the 330. Yeah, 330 times. Okay. Okay, so now I'm getting to the rule of Kalel. Again, the Kabbalistic rule of Kalel states that one digit can be added to or subtracted from the gematria value of a word without affecting its value. This seems to modern ears to be a cheat. However, the Kabbalists explain the rule by pointing out that for them, 1 was not a number. The monad symbolizes the divinity and could come and go as he pleased, adding nothing and taking nothing away. Again, this is the rule of Kalel from Freemasonry, from their own writings. Okay, I'm using their stuff, and then the Lord has expanded on most of this stuff that I've learned from what they teach and stuff. In fact, I've had a couple different Freemasons who were up. One was a 32nd degree Mason. I'm not going to even say his name or anything like that, or even his code name. He said that I knew more than even the 33rd degree Masons that he knew, and he's known all his life. That's why I would start watching my stuff, and he started sharing some stuff with me, and about how iPad Goat was their plan, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, and saying, confirming things. He confirmed who he was, his family, famous family, all that stuff. I'm not going to say all that. And he confirmed, he sent all me the documents and everything to confirm who he was. He didn't have to, but he did it. He wanted to show that he was just not some guy just contacting me. Okay, boom. So the reason why I'm showing you that with the rule of Kalel is that you could translate that not only to a 1, but also to a letter. So 1 equals A. Okay, so you can add an A or take a away, for example. Like, for example, when I did this a couple years ago with her death, and now she equals Gabby equals Lily. In fact, Gabby is a offshoot of the word name Lily. Gabby. It comes from Gabrielle. Anyway, so and I showed that as well. But if you Gabby Petito is an anagram for I pet goat and then BBY. But with the really clever, you can add a 1. So you add 1, or an A is 1. So I put an A in there. Oh, Gabby Petito equals I pet goat baby. There's the baby in your palm. La Palma is going to go off on the first day, if this is right. Okay, and then her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, was a direct anagram of I launder brain, or it means brainwash. I launder brain. Okay, and that's the enemy speaking through this stuff. I pet goat baby. It's a birth of the Antichrist. I pet goat baby is what they're both holding. And she's death because she died, and she's the birth, but she also dies because she's Lilibet, the Queen Elizabeth, on 9/8, or 8/9, or 8/18, really. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So what I did was, this is the name of the church, and I take away an A. So I can add 1, and I did that, and then I took away an A or 1 from that just to see what we find, because there's different things, different techniques the Lord's showing me at different times. So we've taken the A away right here, and he led me to take this away because it just opened up a whole new thing. Then I saw this. I saw Maria Lana Kill, and I was like, what? Okay, but let me show you this first. What is this? Oh, and again, ready for this? We're going to match up all these. Now, this is not 12. This is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of them, okay? This is 12, 17 matched from this name of this church. We're going to take 1 away. Again, there's little tricks to find things. You just add 1, take 1 for them to hide things. If you just add 1 to something, you can hide it. If you take 1 away, you can hide it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's their little tricks. They're tricksters. They're little liars, in fact, what they are. They're bald-faced, evil liars. And so they hide these things in little, tiny, little stupid tricks, like phony magicians, okay? Boom, look at that. Barack, insane, Obama. Look at that. They all match to this church. Is that a coinkydink? No. In fact, it's more of a, remember I said 18 to the whatever power? Well, look at that, okay? And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 again. 18 and 18. Oh, and for me, that confirms it even more that they matched about the number, how many letters as well. They don't have to, but the fact that they do is even more, it shows you how purposeful it is. Okay, bam, now watch. I'm going to prove it even more. This is the actual full name without the A taken off, but the full name, and then in the articles and stuff, it said it was built in 1846. Again, it's predictive programming. Who is this really about? Because that is really about this guy who was born in 8461. 8461. See? Proving it. Sorry if you can't see that, or if you're caught in the forest because of the trees. Sorry, but I'm showing you absolute pure truth from Jesus himself. Okay, boom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this up a little bit. Watch. I'm just going to move the 4 and the 8 because besides the United States, most parts of the world, they actually do it right. And they have the day, month, and year, not month, day, year, which makes no sense. It should be day, month, year. So day, month, year is 4/8, 4th of August, 61 is when he was born. Now I'm going to make the colors different so you can see something different here. Now watch. He is born also on 4th of August, 61. Now watch this. 48 is what? The 48th prime is 223. No way, really? The 48th prime is 223? Well, what does that matter? It matters because watch this. What's the 61st prime? 61st prime is 283. So what is that? One of his birthdays, the 5th day, it is August 23rd. See how 8 is in the middle of 23? It's August 23rd, 2023. And that just happens to be my timeline. That the 5th day when he's born, when the alien invasion happens, when the zombies happen, when the children, all the innocent children are taken. By the way, if you don't know about the innocent children taken, that's in the Bible, in the Old Testament, and it's hiding in the New and Old Testament in a lot of ways, where Jesus will rip the children away from the parents, and like it says in Jeremiah, because he's saving them from what's coming. The links in the description box are below. On the very bottom of the description box, you have 3 different downloadable documents about multiple raptures, about 144,000, and about the innocent children leaving first, and you'll see all that. And a lot of you ultra-religious people are like, I mean, some maybe not ultra-religious, just you don't know. Just I don't want to say that, but a lot of people that don't know, Jesus will reveal. If you put down your theology, you put down your own thinking and stuff, and you just put that, just put your grinding axe down. Don't grind that axe anymore. Just put it down and be open to the truth that Jesus has for you, because He is the truth. And whatever. Most people aren't willing to do that. They have an axe to grind. They have a history. They're stuck in their ways, all that kind of stuff. They don't want to submit to Jesus. That's most people, unfortunately. So that's the way to go. I got smacked so hard as when I got to a certain age, 18, 19, I was like, okay, I know. And I went to God, but then after a while, it was like, oh, I can know Jesus, and He can show me these stuff, and I can do I don't have to do my own thing anymore, and He can guide me and all that stuff. And because my ways I was going into I was going straight, super fast into a brick wall. If you did, hopefully, and I was the kind of person that just went out. I mean, I was in sales, and I got people's faces, and I kept hitting brick walls. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, Jesus said, oh, maybe you should listen to me and stop doing your own thing. So I did, and it changed my life. Found my wife, got married, my life changed. I was ministering to people, helping people with addiction and all kinds of stuff, and now I'm doing this. Okay, anyway, look at that. Bam. Okay, let's keep going. So you go this, take the A away. What happens? I looked at this. The Lord led me to this Maria Lana Kill. Maria Lana Kill. I'm like, whoa, what does kill? There's Maria. What's going on here? Okay. And I looked up Lana, and Lana means shining light, blessed, precious child. I knew what this was right away. There was no reading between the lines. I knew right away that this Maria Lana Kill was. It was scrambled, or it needed to be unscrambled. That is, kill Maria Lana is kill Mary's precious child of light. I didn't put precious because it won't fit. Kill Maria is really Mary. Okay, of course Maria is Spanish for Mary or whatever, or Latin for Mary. Kill Maria Lana is kill Mary's precious child of light. Okay, now is that that can be two things. That means they're going after the Christians, okay, when they can, okay. It also means that the false Christ, Stinky BO, he's going to be killed. Okay, and I'm going to show that. Okay, so right here. Now I've talked about this before a little bit, but not the detail I'm going to get into right now. I've talked about the Lord showing me that Washington D.C. is right on the border of Virginia and Maryland. You know what that's hiding? It's hiding Virgin Mary. Okay, but what I'm going to show you now is this is Obama. What people don't realize, and what the Lord recently showed me that just blew my mind out the back of my head, and I had to go find it. It was down the street, and it was fun putting it all back together, the pieces and everything. But if you look at this is a face. This is a shoulder of a baby, and then this is his face sideways. It's a profile and a shoulder of a baby. Okay. It is, and this is Obama, born from the Virgin Mary, right here, coming out of the area here. Boom, there's a baby right here. This is so crazy. Now I'm going to show you what I mean, and watch this. This is, and even with the streets, they've used the streets to mark this out. And I went right to this, and I just outlined the area, okay, of what this is. I'm ready. You got to look at this a little bit intently, but it's right there. Okay, now watch. Right here, this makes the bottom of the nose. You have the lip, you have the top lips right here, the lower lip, chin down here. I'm going to watch. I'm going to outline this. Watch. Boom. See that? That is Obama as a child. I'm just telling you, I know what Obama's pictures as a child looks like, and I remember, and that's him. It's definitely him. It's close enough to him to be pretty dang close for anything. That is, if you look at it very intently on the left, and you'll see that that's there. Go left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, and you'll see that that's there. It's crazy, okay? And then there's just a simple showing of it right here, but okay. But I'm telling you, it's right there. It's about him. It's about the false Christ, and that's another reason why it's Stinky BO, and it has to be a president. Every time there's a presidential inauguration, they do a massive ritual there, and in the belly of the beast. And it's about the mall and everything. The White House is at the top of a pentagram. The whole mall there goes from Lincoln's death, to the death of CKBO is Lincoln's death, and it goes through to the Washington Monument is on top of a Vesica Pisces. Vesica Pisces, which is it's a female and a male thing together. Vesica Pisces is a female area, and the Washamani is a male area, and it's right in the middle, and that's the conception. And then you have the Capitol building as a pregnant belly, and it's the birth. I mean, it's all there. And I've shared this before, in many ways, many times. Okay, so there it is. There's the baby, and that's Stinky BO. Okay, now watch. Now, when and even in this name is showing the date. I'm showing when he's actually born. Now, again, look, he was born on 8/4 right here, 8/4. See, 8/4. Watch, watch. But if you put these two together, and Lord's showing me in the last year and a half that these two together, the forward and the reverse of these different gematras, they're a message most of the time. Okay, so 8/4 plus 7 plus 8 is 15. 8/4 plus 15 is 8/19. And then that's Washington. This is what Washington is, okay? Just Washington. And then you see how there's a comma, it separates, and then we got DC. DC is 4/3. What's 4 hiding? 2 and 2. And what is 3? 3. We have, boom, there you go. 8/19/2023, the birth from Virgin Mary, the birth of Stinky BO. Right there, I'm telling you, it's right there. Okay, so again, kill Mary's child of light. Okay, so then this is the wording right here, kill Maria Lana, and what it really is, which is really saying Kill Maria Lana. Now look, that confirms by, look, 237 in my timeline. 237 is the 237th day of the year, which is 8/25, his death day. It's 8/18 is the pre-day, 8/19 is the first day, and then we have the fifth day being 8/20, fourth and fifth day, 8/22, 8/23, and then the seventh day, I've said for years, and on all my videos, seventh day is either some version of 7, which in this case is 2 plus 5 is 7. The seventh day, the eighth day is reported his death. The eighth day is also the death of Trumple. Okay, and this all works together. And then look, it's also 93. Oh, well, I wonder, what is this? What does this church have to do, and this little hidden thing have to do with 93? Oh, it does have a lot to do with it, because look, at least 93 people have died. And there's a reason they say at least, and I'm not getting into all that. I have so much stuff. It's insane. So here's this right here, which has 93 right here. But this whole thing, all the way down here, says, right here, all this is 1273. 1273 is hiding 1 plus 237. Okay, like I showed you before. Again, that's his death, and that was 93. 93, look, 93 is 237. His death, 237 days is 825. And 93 is hiding, 9 is hiding 2 and 7, or 237. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's how you learn from these. This is hiding that. Okay, and I'll show you. Boom. So this whole thing, this whole title and this thing right here, okay, all the way down to even to the 93 people and all that stuff, is 237 plus 1. 237 is what? Boom. Again, with the ruler cloud, we're going to take away 1, 1. Then we have 1 plus 825. 1 plus 825 is 1 plus 237. 237, the 237th day of the year, is 825, and there it is, 825. 1 plus 825 is 826, which is 238th day of the year, or 1 plus 237 is 238. How do these exactly match the death? And it just happens to have 93 in there, and it just happens to be 237 is the 237th day of the year, which is 825 plus 1 plus 1. I mean, please. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, this is another one. This is a Catholic publication called The Tablet. Like a miracle, Catholic Church on rise, kilowatt, like it's a miracle. And notice, okay, the advocate for Stinky BO, and I showed you in the last few videos, which you should watch the last few videos, because there's so much stuff in there that's about stuff that's coming, and how the Pope and Stinky BO are an iPad goat, and they work together, and it's just crazy. The Pope will be his advocate, that he'll be the devil's advocate or the false prophet, because he'll die on the same day as Stinky BO does, and reported dead on the same day. They both come to life because a few days later, because Stinky BO will come back to life. Satan will come down from heaven and dwell his dead body, being the first zombie, the king of the zombies, and then he will bring on that same day, bring the Pope back to life because he died, and then he'll be his advocate. He'll be his false prophet, because he'll be like, he brought me back to life, and I'm the guy, and I'm the guy to billions of people, or a billion people, or whatever. And the Stinky BO is the guide of many people. In fact, people go, "Oh, how would it be Stinky BL and him and all that?" A lot of reasons. I mean, does anybody realize that he's the #1 account on Twitter and no one's even really that close? Yeah, he's worldwide known. He's super popular and he won't go away because he's coming back. That's why. Okay, boom. So this, like a miracle, Catholic Church. What is this? 3 + 5 is 8, 52. 3 + 5 is 8, 52. Again, it's about his death, okay? Now, what's that? You just take that upside down and backwards. That thing completely upside down, because 2 upside down and backwards is 2, 5 upside down and backwards is 5, 8 upside down and backwards is 8. Just flip that all upside down and backwards. Even the slash works out 25th of August, his death. And look where that happened. Look where that fire happened. Okay, Lahaina, look where it's pointing to. Do you see the forehead or the head wound? See the head wound of the Antichristos? Do you see that? Okay, and he's going to have some wounds down here. You're going to be piercing the side down here. And in fact, I'll bet you, I'm not going to say for sure, but I'll bet you when it's heard that Stinky BO was killed, he'll have a head wound and then maybe some other wounds. But they're, I'm just telling you, it's crazy. Okay, similar to the Christ. Okay, but he's false. Look at that. See that head wound? Look, because that's a man. Do you see? Oh, I'll make a point of this first. This is a man. This is the bust of a man right here. And this is the head. There's the nose, kind of mouth. It's almost like he's looking the other way a little bit, but there's a nose. It's his head. That's the forehead. In fact, when my dad used to travel to Maui regularly, and a lot of people there called it Maui the New Man. Because for different reasons, but that looks like the bust or good part of a man. The neck and shoulders here, body coming down, head pointed away. You can see that right there. And so there's not a coincidence, again, predictive programming right here, that he's going to receive a head wound. And again, Stinky BO is from Hawaii. Hello, he's supposedly born there. And Hawaii also is 666 in reverse English Sumerian. And New York is in regular Sumerian 666, and that's why Trump will die in New York, and that's 666, and Obama will die where he was born in Hawaii, and that's 666, and many other reasons. But keep going. And then look, forehead wound is scrambled 221, which is 89. And that's when this happened, 89, and then 2, and then 1 + 2 is 3, 7, 2, 3, 7, which is 825 when he's going to die. So when that actually happened is equated on 221st day of the year, scrambled 221 is 89 when that actually happened, and when it's actually going to happen, the head wound is 2, 1 + 2 is 3, 7, 237th day of the year is 825. 89 and 825, both in forehead wound. And then bloody head wound, which is what that looks like, bloody head wound. Look, 237, which is August 25th. And then the revert, or then how about this? Also August 25th. The opposite of August 25th, in a sense, is 6 months later. So if you take anything on the other side of the year, and let's just say the year is a big circle, on the other side of the year is 6 months later. And then if you have something else, the other side of the year is 6 months later. Okay, that's how it works with the Jewish civil New Year versus the Jewish spiritual New Year. There's 6 months difference, or 6 months, or 6 months difference. Okay, so that's the other side of the year. Okay, in a sense. So the other side of August 25th, when he's going to die, is February 24th plus 1, or February 25th. And they've used February to kind of fool people like me, thinking that might be the time. But it's really 6 months later, the other side of the year. Again, opposites. I said backwards, upside down, backwards, opposites. Adding one, taking one away. Anything they can do to hide it or make it look like something else. Okay, boom. And then look, Lahaina, that is full description of where it is 824 plus 1, 825. 824 plus 1, 825. Now, these are all massive coincidences. I mean, it's a massive coincidence. I mean, give me a break. What do you think, I'm stupid? Yeah, you are if you think it's a massive coincidence. Sorry, skeptical guy, massively skeptical guy. Okay, and then look at these 2 places, these fire souls happen souls. These 2, put those together, and you have 2, 3, 1 plus 6 is 7. 237 days. 237, scramble 237 is 825. And then lastly, This, again, this is all over the place, searchable. 237, again, 237 days, August 25th. And then we have, what do we have? We also have, so that's the death day. And a lot of times I like to put birth with death because they're the same. 8, 16 plus 3 is 19. 8/19, the first day. His first day of birth is August 18th and August 19th. And this is August 19th. August 16 plus 3 is 19. Boom. Okay. So also Lanakila, it was Maria Lanakila Church. Okay. What does Lanakila mean? It means victory or triumph. Okay. So this is how their manner is with the Catholic Church. They literally say Our Lady all the time because Mary is Our Lady. Okay. So really, Maria Lanakila means Mary, of course, Our Lady of Victory's Church. Okay. That's what it technically means. So you spell it out. So I'm gonna. By knowing that and Mary Our Lady of Victory's Church, what it means, I'm going to take Mary Lanakila's church, okay, because that's what that means. It's her church, okay, Maria Lanakila's church, okay. So now let me take Maria Lanakila's church, and a little bit of a hint here again, as far as what that's going to entail. Hint. What's going to be in Maria Lanakila's church? Now I have it color coded for the different words that are in it, and the Lord showed me clearly 2 anagrams that are hidden in this. Okay, again, it's predictively programming the public. They have no idea what they're looking at, but it's programming them somehow. Don't tell me how. Don't tell me. Don't ask me how. I don't understand how this stuff works. It's something with a spiritual, physical thing together. It's a weird vibration thing. It's a spiritual thing too. It's some kind of physical and spiritual thing where when people are consuming these things, they are basically consuming, believing it too, and they're bringing it by believing this stuff and not questioning it. They're bringing it to pass. When the masses are being programmed to believe this stuff, they're actually believing it's going to happen, and they're secretly being moved down a path they don't even know. They don't even realize by consuming this stuff. And you're basically signing an agreement. You're signing a contract with the fine print hidden, and you don't even know what's going on. And literally, you sold your soul and your future and your children's future and everything else down the path. I mean, it's so sick. It's so sick. But that's the enemy. That's how he works, and that's how he did it to Adam and Eve, and he's doing to all their descendants every day until he supposedly thinks he's going to win, but he's not. Not going to win. Wrong. Okay, here we go. So that is hiding what? 2 things. If you can believe it, this is hiding Kamala Harris in a clutch. Okay, and I'm explaining these things, and this thing is hiding also. The Lord showed me. See, I launch Kamala Harris. See, I launch Kamala Harris. So what these have to do with what I've said, it's amazing, and it has to do with what I've said for years, that the gematria, the symbols, all that kind of stuff show that Kamala Harris, I'm going to give you some examples here after this, that she is going to take over as president when either something happens to Joe or he steps down. Okay? And it might be the dementia that they've been building up for a long time, that he has dementia and he's losing it, or he may lose his health, or a combination or whatever. But in a clutch, she's going to take over as president when he bows out. Okay, either forced or he's going to say he's going to bow. It's all perceived. This is all planned. They're all part of it. They know what's going on ahead of time for the most part. Okay, so Kamala Harris in a clutch, she's going to become president from vice president, and then CI launch Kamala Harris. So she'll be launched as the president. Okay, I'm telling you, this is crazy. If you understand what this is, and how was I led here? The Lord Jesus himself. I'm telling you, believe it or not. Okay, I can't come up with this. The Lord guided me to this. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, and then look, just to show you that, it doesn't matter how you put these together, but it just shows you that they're exactly the same. They're the same amount of letters from the church, information there, and all this. And then what is this? This is 8, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. Sorry, 8, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 8/19. We even have 8/19 right here, 8/19, or 8, 1 plus 9, 8, 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 8/19. 8/19, 8/19. And again, this is the same thing. 8/19, 8/19. When you put these together, 8/19, 8/19. And that's when I'm saying the first day is 8/18/8/19. Overnight or something is going to happen going to the 19th. It should happen. Okay. If this is the time. If it's not the time, it'll be coming up. It'll be a similar numerology to that, the first day, and the similar numerology would be in the 9th, or some 9 and some 10, or some 9 and some 1. Okay, but it'll be the same. Okay, I'm telling you. And this has happened many times. I've had many things that have happened very symbolically, hundreds of times, that fit these first days, the pre-day and the first day, including things with Biden, things with different people. Trump was on the first day. He's going to have an announcement if this all happens right. Okay, and then look, Kamala Harris becomes president is 1704, and what's that? Again, I've said a million times that That's why you say. That's why most people say 1704 instead of 1704. Why most people are programmed to say 1704 because 0 is really O, and because they look the same, but they're not the same. But they're hiding. 0 is hiding O. So 1704 is 1 plus 7 is 8. O is 15th letter of the alphabet, and then 4. That's 8. 15 plus 4 is 819. And then vice president becomes president is literally 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, 1 and 4 is 14. 8, 14 plus 2 plus 3 is 819. And then we can get rid of this because these are both 9s. 2 plus 7 is 9. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 and 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Or this is all 9. You can get rid of any 9 because anything you add 9 to stays the same. And then we have 2 plus 6 is 8, 19. 8, 19, 8, 19. Get rid of this. This is all 9. 8, 15 plus 4 is 19. 8, 19, 8, 19, 8, 19, 8, 19. And here's an example of symbolism in media, and this is a painting done by an artist. I don't get into the details of that, but watch. Look, we got these presidents that are hanging out. Who's coming to the party? You can't see her. It's a her. She's kind of darker complected. That means she's a darker color than white. There's all these white guys, okay? She's coming this way. You can't quite see her face. And who is that? Who could that be? She's coming to the party. Look out. Here she comes. I'll be back. Anyway, no, there she is right there. Okay, I'm trying, I'm just saying just generally, but, darker complexion, hair, suit, all that stuff. She's going to be there. They're going to install her at some point temporarily. And then the whole government, everything's going to shut down. These crazy things happen the rest of the days. And then here comes the pseudo savior, the false Christ, Stinky BO for everything. But okay, boom. Got it? Okay. And to prove that even more, the subject of the person that's stepping down is Joseph. Okay, we got 8, 10. 7 plus 3 is 10, and 9 is 19. 8, 19. And there's 8, 9 too. There's the 8, 9. Remember the 8, 9 or 8, 18. 8, 18 is also, you use these separately or together sometimes. Okay, most of the time. So 8, 10 plus 9 is 19. 8, 19. His middle name is Robinette. 8, 10 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 19. 8 plus 10 and 19. Or you even have 8, 10, which is 8, 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay, see how that works? You use them separately or together. There's also 135 is 135 days left over, which is another date. I'm going to get into Joseph Robinette, and then Biden Jr. is 8, and then 12 plus 7 is 19. 8, 19, 8, 19, 8, 19, 8, 19, and other things. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 10, 8, 9, all the same things. And then boom, this whole thing together, his old name, Joseph Robinette Jr., is 8, 1, 2 plus 4 plus 3 is 9. 8, 1, 9. There you go again. Bam. And then even stuff like Joe Biden steps down. 2 plus 6 is 8. And anything you add 9 to stays the same. You get rid of this 9. And that's 1, 9. 8, 19. You get rid of this 9 too, but then you have 8, 1, and 0. That's 8, 10, which is still 8, 19, 8, 1 plus 9. But the actual number would be 8, 19. Keep going. Now, this is massive as well. Okay, this is a pattern. I could get more into this and the details of this, but the Lord didn't want me to. He wanted me to show this and explain this a little bit and some certain things about this. But I've explained a lot in my previous videos about how when this came around, I explained how substantial this was, and especially how substantial this was. I had videos about this. You can go back and look at my past videos, past maybe, this year, the last 5-6 months really would give into all these stuff if you want to, whatever. But this exact pattern that was in 1938 going to 39 is happening from 2022 to 2023, and they're ushering in, just like the beginning of World War II is ushering in the tribulation. Okay, and then these are exact numbers. They exactly match. And these events exactly match the numbers. It's crazy. And then these events, this and this one, will exactly match a eclipse that's coming that will X out the United States completely. Okay, here we go. So And then from that year, this event that, for example, just going from here to here, okay, it just happens to be 84 years. And I'm going to show you how 8-4, or August 4th, Stinky BO's birth, is 666 in many ways. They're proving that he is the Antichrist in another massive set of ways. So 8-4 is 666. I'm going to show you. So that's 84 years apart as far as the birth of the Antichrist. Get it? He was born in 84. It's the birth of the Antichrist, and that's marking out that's coming here at this time. This is his birth. This is the end of my timeline. Last 2 days are 9-1 and 9-2. It's a 2-day process each day. Each significant day is a 2-day deal. And the last 2 days are 9-1 and 9-2, and that begins the tribulation, okay? And that's 9-1 and 9-2. Basically, midnight of that is when, roughly around that time, midnight, depending on your time zone, is when 23 cities will be nuxels. Nuxelsold. Okay, anyway. Yeah, not fun. Okay, so 8-4 is 8-4. Okay, and I'm going to show you something. Okay, now watch. Now 9-2, that's when he's birthed to the world. Okay, he comes on the scene after all this happens. The United States is done. He comes on the scene through the UN and through the world, saying, "Oh, and now I got these friends, and these friends are going to show up. These aliens that he was contacted already." He's going to say, and then they're going to clean all this stuff up. He's going to win against the alien invasion that happened on the 4th and 5th day, the 22nd and 23rd of August. There's going to be an alien invasion that happens. It looks like this aliens came from somewhere else and started invading and killing people and everything like that. And he, with the new aliens, is going to save the day. Okay, that's in a lot of movies. I was just watching the movie Nope. Oh my gosh. Lord had me watch this newer movie about an alien invasion, kind of with one particular alien that looks like a spaceship. It's a crazy movie. And it shows that it's the two aspects of Stinky BO. They're both black people, because most people think Stinky BO is a black person, but he's not. He's not even black and white. He's a clone of Akhenaten. So he's like the Bible said, he would be Assyrian. He's an Assyrian, and the history of Akhenaten is he's from Assyria. He was from Assyria, and he became the king of, or the pharaoh of Egypt, one of the pharaohs of Egypt. He was the 18th pharaoh of the 10th dynasty, or Luke 10:18. See lightning falling from heaven. Barack Obama. So crazy. So crazy. And I'm sure how he looks just like him, and the numbers match, and all this kind of stuff is crazy. Okay. Anyway, but he is 9-2. I'm going to show you how he is 9-2. So here's his date of birth. So numerically and numerologically, it's 8 plus 4 plus 19 plus 6 is 92. Okay, look, 9-2. He's birthed to the world. He's birthed to the world that people know. What people don't know, he's going to be birthed to the world on 9-2. So 8-4 is 9-2. Get it? September 2nd. Okay, another way. 8-4 is 1961 is also 8-4. So just take each digit. 8 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 1 is 29. What is that? 2nd of September. September 2nd, 2nd of September. Same thing. Boom. Okay, and then recently, his birthday on 8-4, this year, he was 62. He is now 62, which is upside down and backwards 2-9. Or again, just like this, 2nd of September. His birthday that happened on 8-4 is even predictably programming his birthday that's coming up on 9-2. Or 8-4 is also predictably programming one of his birthdays, which is 8-22. 8-22, the 4th and 5th day. 22 and 23. And 22 is really 4. It's crazy. There's so much to this. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then also 8-4, 1961 is also 8 times 4 times 6 times 1 is 192. Again, it was what I call a mirror date. 9-1 and 9-2. Okay, now watch this again. So also is 8-22. So remember I told you 8-4 is 8-22? Well, look at the numerically. This is 192, and then 8 times 4 times 6 times 1 is 192. In this date, 8 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is 192. See how these are equal? That equals that. This equals this. And again, 9-1 and 9-2. That's when he's born to the world on the last day, 9-1 and 9-2. Bam. Okay, so here's the depiction of him on an iPad goat. He is literally, like I've said 1,000 times or hundreds of times, He is at this moment, he is graduating from being the president. People know him as the president. In fact, you see him on this video. He's the president. He's the President Obama, right? He's in a suit and everything else. Why is he wearing white gloves? I'm going to show you. So he's literally graduating. The tassel was behind it, and now he's leaning forward. He's trying to eat the child that's in the egg. His white gloves are coming together to look like a cracked egg, and you think he's laughing, LOL, but that sounds like he's trying to eat what's inside. He's trying to eat the man-child, because then his tassel coming forward to graduate him from the president to the Antichrist is pointing to what he becomes, the dragon. See that? The tassel is pointing the ultraviolet, which equals him, and purple equals him in so many ways. It's pointing to the truth. It's pointing to the dragon. He's trying to devour the child that's in the egg. And later in iPad Goat, you see the praying hands with the baby of the child of the Christians in an egg with praying hands, the baby he's trying to eat. And that's in Ludwig's head, the average Joe. Anyway, and there's a split between the church that's going to stay and the church that's going to go, and he's the lightning that splits them. He's lightning falling from heaven. Barack Obama that becomes the dragon. There's so much in this. It's just crazy. So anyway, that's what he's doing there. So now watch. Obama the dragon tries to eat the man-child. Okay? We have this is so crazy. So we literally have 8. Okay? And then 3 plus 8 plus 9 plus 2 is 8, 19. And we have the same thing over here. 8, 19. And we also have 8, 22. And 8, 19 right here as well. Okay, so many things here. It's just crazy. That's when this starts. Okay, now watch. Now I'm going to show you how 8, 4 equals 6, 6, 6. I said that earlier. 8, 4 equals 6, 6, 6 because that's this guy's birth that we know of, August 4th, was the 216th day of the year. 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. This is one of the many ways. I have over 700 solid evidences that Rock and Sane Obama is the Antichrist. But I've stopped counting to you guys, but it's somewhere in this middle 700s right now. And one of those things is that he is many of those things is that he is 666 many different ways. And I'm going to show you this another way. Watch. So 6 times 6 times 6. Now watch. Spell it. Oh, let's do this first. This calls for wisdom. This is in the Bible. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, now listen. For you people that have said for so many years, and people like you that have said, oh, you're not supposed to, this is numerology, this is evil stuff. I'm sorry, but this scripture proves that God is the God of numbers. And he says, if you have understanding, and this is wisdom, and some translations say, for this is wisdom. Well, there's one right there. Wisdom and understanding. Okay, this calls for wisdom and understanding. But there's other versions that say a couple of different things a little different, but this is basically it. Okay, then calculate it. Okay, that means if you don't have wisdom and understanding, you can't calculate it. You won't calculate it. It shows you that if you want to know who this is, you have to calculate it. Okay, that's what this is saying. Hello, McFly. Hello. I mean, seriously, wake up and spell the coffee in Brazil. Okay, do something, please. So it's right here in our faces. So I'm going to show you. I've shown many ways. And I'm not going to show all of them. I'm going to show a few things and some brand new things about how he is 666 in different ways. But I've already showed 100 ways already. But I'm going to show. I'm going to dig up a few other ones I've shared, and then have new one like I just showed you. 8-4 is the 216th day of the year, which is 6 times 6 times 6. Now watch. So this is all about 666, right? This verse. Well, look at this verse. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1, 8, or 1, 4/8. So 666 is 4, 8, or 8, 4. 4th of August or August 4. It doesn't matter. Say it either way. 4th of August. And again, I've said it many times that 1 can be a 1 or a slash. A slash can be a slash or a 1. 1 can be 1 or a slash, and there it is. Or rule of cloud, just take it out, and you just got 4, 8, or 8, 4. It doesn't matter. Okay, take that one out. Rule of cloud, 4, 8, or 8, 4. So 8, 4 or 4, 8 is 666. Got it? Over here. 8, 4 is 666. See? 8, 4 is 666. Boom. Okay, now check this out. From the Great American Eclipse that went through the United States from Oregon down to, I think, South Carolina or whatever, from the 33rd parallel to the 33rd state to the 33rd parallel. So many reasons for all that. Anyway, that happened on August 21st. Again, that's one of his birthdays. August 21st, when the nukes goes off in Ukraine's, and then the 22nd, 23rd is when we have the first attacks in the United States of aliens and zombies and everything else. Okay, and then the other Great American Eclipse that X's out United States is going to be on 4/8/2024, and they are separated. So this day equals 4/8 equals 6666. I'm adding another 6, but that's the way it is. So 4/8 equals 666 and another 6, but still 4/8 equals 666. See, because that's the completion of this time. And so we have, and then by the way, we also have, remember, 8/21 would be 8/3, and then 8/22 would be 8/4. See, 8/3 and 8/4. Get it? How this works? Okay, but seriously, from that from that Great American Eclipse to the one coming up at this time, exactly apart is 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, as Jack Palance would say. Okay, anyway, and so this is the mark. Okay, this is why I've said for several videos that I believe that's when the Marxels is rolling out. I don't even know if I should say it in code or not. That's when it's rolling out. Okay, so something's got to happen before then. The aliens going to show up before then, and the aliens. This is called the Great Delusion. When aliens come, people are going to think, and then these are the gods. So there's Jesus, the real Jesus, that is the mediator between God and man. There's the false Jesus, that's the mediator between the gods or the aliens and man. And that's going to knock out the idea to many people. They're going to falsely prove that these aliens seeded this planet. It's called panspermia and all this kind of stuff. You know, the subject of, all these alien movies like, oh God, what's it called again? I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, I'm moving on if I think about it. Anyway, where the aliens, see this planet, they come back and whatever, and all this stuff. So, in many movies and stuff, and TV shows and stuff like that. So that is when I'm going to show this, how this is when I watch. Mark, so Tav is the 22nd letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, and by the way, the hokey pokey, the results of the zombies are going to be on the 22nd and 23rd. But here, 22nd letter is the value 400. Tav's ancient Hebrew picture is a mark. They call it the mark. So Tav is the mark, and it's an X. That's why you say X. That's why in a lot of movies, a lot of stuff, or a lot of stories and stuff, X marks the spot. X is the mark. Get it? That looks like an X marks the spot. The pictograph of that mark symbolizes the ownership. Again, ownership. It's about them owning people, taking the Marxels, okay? Taking the Marxels is about the elite owning you by taking the hokey pokey, and then eventually when it rolls out with this false delusion that these aliens are really the gods and everything else, and you have to be like them, you're going to take this thing or die, okay? It's ownership to seal, a false seal, to make a covenant, a false covenant, to join two things together. People who are now a new thing, new creation that's not God's creation, and to something else that owns them, and that's CKBO technically. He will technically own people and everything through this mark and everything that's not even here yet, but it's about to come. But like the Lord showed me, the hokey pokey was for the people who took that, it was to basically terraform the body to get ready for this. And so it's putting all this stuff in and it's getting ready for it. Okay, here we go. Now, boom. Now, remember that 400, right? 400 is sign or tav. It means sign. The sun and the moon are about the same size. When you look at them in the sky, though that's just thanks to a coincidence. See, this is what they say, but it's not. Is it coincidence that they're about the same size and they're 400 and the sun is 400 times farther than the moon? That's coincidence. And 400 equals sign or tav. Please. And also and the sun's about 400 times bigger. And it's 400 times farther and it's 400 times bigger, so they match up and one covers the other. And you believe that's chance? You're insane. You're insane. You're literally, I mean, if you actually believe, how your logic is all screwed up. I mean, you literally believe that's chance, that the sun is exactly 400 times farther and exactly 400 times bigger, and so they exactly
fit over each other, that would somehow, there's no design to that whatsoever, you need to have your head examined. If you actually believe that, then you believe in anything. You believe in anything, and it doesn't make any sense. No, that's intelligent design by far. Whatever you believe about that, whatever, it's a God who created the Lord Jesus Christ, who created us, and he is going to show his wonders in creation, and so you're without excuse. The Bible says, literally says, the creation, all you need to do is look at creation, and you cannot deny it. And you'll stand before Jesus, and he'll say, "Oh, look, you didn't believe the truth by the creation only." Then you're without excuse. You can't just say, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know." You're without excuse. Creation screams and I say creation, yeah, for a reason. The world around you that was created by the Creator, screams that it was creation, and it was created. And if you're deaf and dumb and blind, that's on you. But the Creator won't. It doesn't matter. Judge, jury and jury is already on the right side, and you're on the wrong side. Hopefully that makes sense. It's crazy. It's crazy. So again, that's symbolizing the mark, the beginning of the mark. And then the city, or the town that's right in the middle, right in that center, the most center to that cross is Carbondale. That is not a coincidence. The Valley of Carbon. You could almost say the body of carbon. The valley also equates to body as well. The body of carbon. Okay, now watch this craziness. Boom. Carbon atom. We're made up of carbon as well, and carbon is 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. See that? Carbondale, but it's also about what's going to be put inside. Okay, right here, if you think of the eclipse here and the eclipse here, and it's 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days. This is kind of, I didn't put the timeline down. I didn't have time. There's so much things I didn't have time to do. But right in the exact middle was the first person. It's a lady who was a nurse, and her name actually equals this date. This is going to happen when this second one comes through. It literally equals. I've shown that. But the first this, which equals that, happened on the exact middle day of these two, because it's about the marksels, and what's preparing for the mark is on the middle day, and the last day is going to be the mark. And then so what's in these? This. Okay, read it right here. Right here, read that. Okay, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, compound. And these are a bunch of sixes. This is like a beehive. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Does that look familiar? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Get it? How that's 48? I'm telling you. Believe it or not. Okay, and then look. The world's promoting this. It's everywhere. Look. There's just a couple sources in 2 different universes. 2 different multiverses. It's in this multiverse, the Marvel multiverse, and the DC multiverse. They're promoting the X. That's just a coincidence. Okay, Mr. Skeptical Guy, go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Man, somebody got to slap these guys. Anyway, see, and that is how about that? We got Malcolm X, we got Space X, we got X. I mean, all this stuff. We got XX. I mean, X's are everywhere because it's about what's coming. Okay, the mark souls is an X. X is the mark. Okay, I'm just telling you. Boom. Okay, and then look, and I could get into this too, but let's do this. Look, that it just happens to be. Yeah, sure. Okay, and then look. Just go back to something I've already shared, but it's been a little while. But his full name are the 4 base gematrias. The 4 base gematria, base ciphers of gematria, are English, full reduction, reverse English, and reverse full reduction. Now I can get into all that why, but that's people that know this and teach this know this, because this is each A through Z is a number 1 through 26. This just reduces the double digits to 1 digit. So, for example, J is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. K is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So it just reduces the double digits to single digits. And then these are all the reverse of that. So these 2 are essential, and they're in most things in life. And then these 2 are essential because they're just the reverse of these. And they hide them even more in these than sometimes they do in these. But they're all the same. I mean, they're all over and everything. So these are the 4 base ciphers. Now if you take this, which is his name, this, and this, and add them together, you get that. But that's a coincidence. Get out of here. That's a coincidence. No, I don't think so. Okay, and then from his inauguration, again, I showed you iPad Goat inaugurating. He graduating from the president that everybody knows. He had a graduation cap, and the tassel went forward to graduate him to the Antichrist. From there to there is one of his birthdays, and that's when the Obama goes off in Ukraine to let you know this is about to happen. That World War III is about to begin. And that 6 year, from that day he was inaugurated to this day, one of his birthdays, the 21st, the third day, 6 years, 66 months, 66 weeks, and 666 days. And as my brother Constantine, which I want to give you my brother credits for so many things, I've worked with him for the last over a year, maybe, I don't know how long it's been, a year and some months, and we have bounced things off each other during this time. You've been an amazing brother, and you come with some stuff that just sending me in all kinds of great directions and stuff. And we bounce off each other, learn from each other. And this is one I came up with. He came up with this one, which is phenomenal. Again, from his inauguration as the president, first day as the president, to when he starts as the Antichrist, and a lot of different ways as his birth. Is you got 821, 822, again, neutrals, and the report of the neutrals in Ukraine, and the fourth day is 666 weeks and 666 days. And this, see, there's so many. Bam. Okay, thank you. And then, so this, now let's see how this is also this. Now watch. Okay, we have boom. Now let's take this and spell it out. They love to do this. So 6 times 6 times 6, spelled out 6 times 6 times 6, is literally, what's this? 2, 8 plus 8 is 16. Look, 216. And what's this? 8, 2 plus 17 is 19. 819. So this 6 times 6 times 6 spelled out is showing the birthday that everybody knows, August 4th, the 216th day of the year, and the birthday that virtually nobody knows. Now you know, and now I know. Okay, 819. Okay, see that? Boom. Okay, now watch this. This is so crazy. Okay, now let's take his full date of this. The full date of this, boom, times 8 times, he's born in August 4th, 1961. 8 times 4 times 1 times 9 times 6 times 1 equals, what is it going to equal? What does it equal? It equals that. So 8-4, the day he was born, equals 216, because 216 is this and that. Look, and that is, both of these are 1720 or 8, 2 plus 17 is 819. Both these 819, and that's his real birthday hidden in this. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And the Lord led me to this. Jesus himself led me to this. It's so crazy. Look at that. It's amazing. Go back to this again if you don't. You got to get this. It's so crazy. Let's keep going. And here's his birth, the exact day here, to his death. I'm saying it's going to be his death. Again, if this timeline's right, I'm going by the evidence I can find, and I know, and the Lord's led me to. His death, watch this. Boom. 22,666 days. Are you kidding? Okay, not only that, watch what's in this number. Okay, watch what's in this number also. Not just see that and you see this. What's in this number? Well, I'll show you what's in this number. Okay, 2 is, and I'm color-coded here, watch. That's one option is 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Does that look like anything? Remember that one? Remember the Revelation 13:18? Okay, because 4 is made up of 1 and 3, and there's 18. Or 8/4 or 4/8, 4th of August, August 4th. Or Revelation 13:18 is right there, his birth and then to his death. And boom, there it is. See how all these equal the same thing, hidden? See? This also is, another way of showing it is 22 times 6, sorry, 666. 22 times 666 equals 14,652. And look, I color-coded these numbers because 6 plus 2 is 8. 14 plus 5 is 19. His real birthday. Birth of the Antichrist, the first day. The two first days are 8:18 and 8:19. This is technically the first day. 8:19 is the pre-day, but they're both together in a sense on the first day. It's I know it's weird stuff, but it is. Boom. Now I'm going to show you this. This is hidden in that. Talk about predictive programming. And what is Ray? It's a town in Ukraine. I've shared this over several videos, just some different things. We have Berezny right here, and we have Ray. and Brezhnev and Ray together and separate are in predictive programming all over the place. And I'm going to show you a couple more things too about that I haven't shown before. Okay, there's going to be a nuxels that goes off in Ray, and this is in media all over the place. I'm going to show you a couple new things, a couple of things I've shown before. Boom, like this. So this is Field of Dreams. What on earth does Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams have to do with the nuxels going on in Ukraine's? I'll show you. Look, see, this is a nuke going off behind him. See that? It's a full moon, and by the way, August is the month of supermoons. 2 supermoons. A red moon or a blood moon and a blue moon. Red and blue together is purple. CKBO is purple. His purple tassel and all this kind of stuff. But look, watch. That is a supermoon, or it symbolizes that you don't know a nuke exploding behind him. And then watch the colors here. His name is Ray, and it's a ray. It's sick. It's Obama's being the ray of light from an explosion. That's why his name is Obama. It's a ray of light from an explosion. That's why the town of Ray in Ukraine also can be spelled R-A-Y. In fact, in the town's own website, which I've shown, they say you can spell it R-A-I, you can spell it R-A-Y, you can spell it R-A something whatever. Okay, so Ray. So this guy's name is Ray, and he's in the Field of Dreams, and this is yellow and yellow. Blue and yellow make green. Green means go. And that's showing you that it's going to be in Ukraine's. Yellow and blue make green, green means go, and this is Ray. Now watch. Field of Dreams, 8:19. Anything at 19 is the same, get rid of this 9. 8:19, the first day. What's 1 hour 47 minutes? 147th day of the year, has 218 days left over. And that's August 12th backwards. August 12th backwards. Which I thought it was on my last timeline is what I mean to say, but it's really 21st of August. Okay, I just read it just backwards. Okay, I thought it was August 12th being the third day, but it's 21st of August right here. Now watch. So we got 8:19 and 8:21. We're all right here, and there's more. Again, I could do a 2-hour video on each thing on this. Just Field of Dreams now that I know all these details now. Now look, Field of Dreams is 1 plus 7 is 8. 2, 1, 2, 1. 4 is hiding 2 and 2, and then 3 right here, 8/21, 2023. See how these are hidden, but both together are showing the date hidden. And to even prove that even more, another example out of many examples I could use is, if you build it, they will come. In the movie, if you build it, they will come. And look, that's the first day. Remember I showed you this is 8:19. We got 8:18. 1 plus 8:18 is 8:19. Or the pre-day is 8:18 plus 1, 8:19. 1 plus 8:18. Okay, that's what 8:19. And then this is, what's this? Boom. 2, 1, 8. To scramble a little bit. 2, 1, 8. Oop. 2, 1, 8. So we have the first day and the third day. First day, third day. Third day. This is the fourth day. The 234th day of the year is 8/22. The reporting day. See how these are many things? This is the World War III code. 117 is World War III code. World War III equals 117. So many ways. And then the 234th day of the year is August 22nd. So the event happens and is reported on the 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 2-day period. Boom, it just keeps going. And I've shared this before. Zbigniew Brzezinski was the advisor for the President Carter, was a national security advisor or something like that. Yeah. I can't think of what it is now. I think that's what it is. He is predictive programming. His name, which was out there for years, Zbigniew Brzezinski, next to Carter. Zbigniew Brzezinski. His name, and they called him Z-Big for short. Z-Big. So what I shared in a previous video recently, but I'm going to show you how it equates to this time now. Again, we have 8, 8. We have 2, 1, 8. Look, 8, 2, 1 right there. 8, 2, 1, 8, 2, 1. And then this is 2 plus 2 plus 8 is 12. Okay. And then that's 3. So all that is 3 because it's 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's 3. And we have 4 is 2 and 2. So that is hiding 8/21, whatever. But also Zbigniew, which he is known as Z-Big, and a lot of things he's Z-Big, and you can see it in a lot of things out there. Z-Big. Kazimierz, I'll show you what that means. And then Brzezinski, means from Berezny. Ski is from, means from Berezny. Now watch this. Zbig Kazimierz means the famous destroyer of peace. Look it up. Kazimierz means famous destroyer of peace. Zbig, the big famous destroyer of peace, belonging to Berezny. Nuke. Boom. I'm telling you, look at this. Watch. Like I showed you before. See? Berezny. Berezny. See? Right next to Ray. Ray. See Ray? It's all in predictive programming, man. It's all kind of, I have so many examples. I'm just showing you some of them right now. Z-Big, famous destroyer of peace, belonging to Berezny, is what that's saying. It's predictive programming ahead of time. So you see it in front of your face. You have no idea what you're doing. It's telling you it's going to happen. You don't have a clue. And then boom, it happens. Boom! Hey, bam. And then look at this. This was actually in different things. Anytime people talk about Greenland, you were unemployed in Greenland, from Princess Bride. There's so much stuff in that. Oops, let me go back. So they're going to this Greenland. They're going to Nuxels, Greenlandsels. What is that? Well, green, Zelensky is Slavic, and it means green. And then the flag also, like I've shared before, Watchmen is showing a blur from blue to yellow, and green is in between. This green means go. Zelensky is the comedian. There's all this stuff in the media. The flag is hiding blue and yellow together is green. Zelensky means green. So what they're hiding here is this. Oop. There. This is Nuke Greenland. Nuxels Greenlandsels is Nuxels Zelensky land. That's predictive programming that is coming. And there's all kinds of proof of that and stuff. I'll just show you a couple things. This is mentioned in the movie Secret Life of Walter Mitty. He literally visits Nuxels, Greenland. Okay, he visits there. And look, that just happens to be 8. And 21 is made, 3 is made up of 2 and 1, which is 21, 8, 21, 20, 23. Boom, see that? And then watch this. Backwards, 8, 22 minus 1, again, rule of Cloud, minus 1, but we can just take that minus 1 and put it over here. So we have 822 minus 1 is 821. Put the 1 over here, and we have 2, 2, 3. Get rid of the 9. You think add 9 2 days the same. So we literally have 822 minus 1 is 821. Add the 1 to this one, and that's 2. And we have 2, 2, 3. 821, 2, 2, 3. 8, 2 plus 1 is 3. 8, 2, 1, 2023. And then as a more support, the Walter Mitty's love interest in the movie is played by Kristen Wiig. She's born August 22nd. Again, the reporting day of August 21st it happens. Reported August 22nd. And then to prove that even more, 1 plus 7 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. Backwards, that's 821. Again, 1 plus 7 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. That's 812. Backwards is 21st of August. And then the antagonist in the movie is played by Adam Scott. And he is, April is really the second month on the Roman calendar. That's 23, for the year 23. And again, they both have the same exact year because it's the same day. 1 plus 7 is 8. 9 plus 3 is 12. 812 backwards is 21st of August, 23. Or 21st of August, 22nd of August. See how they do this? This is the month, day, and year. This is the month, day, and then the reporting month and day. I'm telling you, believe it or not, hopefully you see what I'm showing you. It's right there. Greenland! That's in Princess Bride. Okay. Greenland is describing this. It's hidden in its description. The number. Half red and half white circle in half red and half white rectangle is 488. 4 plus 8 is 12, and then 8 backwards, 821. See, I'm telling you. Why Greenland? Why Ukraine? Greenland. Oh, I had my slides off there. Ukraine is 79, and so is Barack Obama. And then Greenland is, let me do this. Okay, forget that slide. Okay, so Greenland is 163. So is his full name, like I showed you earlier with the flamethrowers and stuff. Greenland just happens to be him again. He shows up again, 163. And then Ukraine just happens to be 79. And what's 79 also? Barack Obama in Jewish, in Hebrew, which is what Jesus said in Luke 10:18. I see Satan as lightning falling from heaven. Lightning falling from heaven is Barack Obama in Hebrew. And that just happens to be the name of the president. Please. Please. And it says that's who Satan is? Are you kidding? Wake up. Bam. Last thing I want to show you, and I'm done here. I believe for the most part here. I will leave it at that, yes. I know, I was talking to the Lord. I'm sorry. That doesn't happen too much where he's like, okay, we just leave it. And watch. Hidden, I was wondering for a long time, why is New York, New York City and New York State? Why? Because it's an anagram. It's a hidden meaning with the pronunciation of the anagram that's right here. So New York is really Nuke-Your New York. Nuke-Your New York. Or Nuke-Your City. New York City is Nuke-Your City. Or New York is Nuke-Your New York. I'm telling you, it's coming, and it's all going to be on the 26th day, which is the 8th day, and Trumple is going to be said to be in Trumple Tower there, and going to be said to be taken out. You'll see. Boom. Okay. Oh, I'm not done yet. I have a little bit more. Okay. Wrap it up, right? Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Okay, I got you. I'm wrapping it up. Okay, so August 21st, I'm going to give you a little baseline here for this. I'm going to share a little bit with this thing with Avatar 2, Way of Water. Okay, this is so crazy. So think about this. So August 21st, when the nukes goes off in Ukraine, and one of his birthdays, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, those are his birthdays. There's multiple birthdays in the 16th. The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th day. And then it goes to the tsunami days, which is 29th and 30th. And then his birth to the world is September 1st and 2nd. Again, all in the timeline. I'm linking to or pinning to the top of comments on this video. You can see all the details, the dates and the details of what's happening and everything like that. But that's the 233rd day of the year with 132 days left over. And what that's really pointing to is his death, which is August 25th, which is the 237th day of the year with 128 days left over. So why does that matter? Because look, August 21st, what they're kind of sort of pointing to, is more pointing to this backwards. August 21st backwards is 128, which is how many days left over on August 25th. See how August 21st is August 21st backwards is 128, 128 days left over on August 25th is death. Now remember that. Hopefully you remember that. I'm going to show you this. Now watch. This is depicted in Avatar 2, okay? And they're looking up at this eclipse. And by the way, these are the ribs of the whale or the beast, not whale, but it's just the beast, the ribs of the beast in iPad Goat right here. And then there's an eclipse that's happening above the ribs in iPad Goat, and that's this. And the ribs are the beast, and that is depicting and showing that he's about to die, but it's also showing his birth. So this is showing death because death is birth. So this literally happened over Hawaii, and this is a depiction. This is like Hawaii, like I showed you. This is like Hawaii. This Avatar thing. It looks just. I mean, I've visited Hawaii. You know, it looks very similar. It's amazing. Okay, it looks, and that happened April 19th. Literally, the eclipse went right over Hawaii. April 19th this year. This hybrid, get it? Hybrid is what people are going to become, a hybrid, and a hybrid eclipse. Get it? Okay, hopefully you do. Anyway, and then the time right there, the exact time where they see this, and it had this, you see this, the first second is 132 overlapping 218. 132 is the days left over of the 21st of August. Now watch, this is so crazy. It's so crazy how the Lord led me this. August 21st of August has 132 days left over, 132. I know it seems weird, but this is right. It's just, I'm showing the overlap with the green, the yellow over the blue is green. You do the overlap. 21st of August is 132nd day of the year. Now watch me with this. Now, so then what we do is we go April 19th, which is when this eclipse happened. You see it right there over Hawaii, to August 21st, because we're showing 21st of August, with 132 days left over, is 124. What's 124 referring to? The days left on this day.
The birth of the Antichrist is August 29th. Lightning falling from heaven. Barack Obama, August 29th. 124 days left over. There you go, 124. So these eclipses are marking out his birth and his death, and they're absolutely confirming for this timeline in the middle of these two eclipses, April 19th, 2023 to April 8th, 2024. They are confirming in multiple ways this timeline in between. It's so crazy. And I wish I had more time to get into this and even understand it. I'm just starting to understand it. It's so crazy because it was just thrown into my lap from the Lord and from Constantine as well in different ways, kind of simultaneously. It's really crazy. Okay, but hopefully that makes sense. But that literally, they bounce off each other. I'm going to show you another example of this. So here he is. He's first shown in this scene right here. So it's kind of like he's birthed, okay? And then he's birthed at the eclipse. And they show him. Gosh, his name is I can't think of his name now. Tetiam. I can't think of his name now. But that's the son of Jake Sully. Okay, Tetiam. No, I can't remember. How do you say his name? Anyway, whatever. That's him. And he eventually is going to die. And it's so this is in a sense of birth. He just shows up right here when the eclipse shows up, and she's blinding her eyes from it because it's about to form completely and start this first eclipse. I forget what they call that when you have to, shield your eyes and stuff like that. And then look, that's at 132233. And there's even more proofs that 132 and 233 are the days of the year, and with days left over. Again, August 21st. Why are they pointing to August 21st? Because backwards is 128, the days left over of the day he dies. 128 days left over, backwards. But look, right here, the eclipse starts and it's 132, 132. 223, again, right here, 132, 223 are overlapped. 132 and 223 right here, August 21st. But again, that's a birth, yes, and he's birthed right there, but it's also a death because August 21st backwards is the 128 or 128 days left over on August 25th. And to confirm that even more, watch, boom, there's the eclipse forming finally to completely turn the day into night. Okay, turn the day into night, turn the light of what we're used to into darkness of the tribulation that's coming, starting with his death. This is his death. He's dying right here, and there's the eclipse right there. This is crazy. This is so crazy to even be explaining this. This is so, thank you, Lord Jesus, so much. Thank you so much. Hope you understand this. Hope I'm explaining it well enough. I haven't had no time to prepare for this. I had to jam this together by the mercy of God that you would just show me, give me the words. Okay, so this is happening when his death. Okay, and Avatar, the way of water, literally equals 233, and that's the 233rd day of the year, August 21st. And there's this number right here is 1, 3 plus 9 is 12, 8. August 21st plus 1 is August 21st or 22nd. Again, when the bomber goes off and is reported, okay, but it's also tying to his death on the 128th day of the year, plus 1, because it's the day he dies. This is the days left over on the day he dies. August 25th has 128 days left over. Plus 1 is his reported death, was the 129th day of the year. Okay, and that's his death right there. And the eclipse is crazy. Keep going. Again, right here, Avatar, the way of water is 233, and that's August 21st, 233rd day of the year, which is 8/21, or his death is August 25th with 128 days left over, plus 1 is reported day of the 129th day of the year. 129 days left over. It's hard to spit this all out. Again, now this is the moment he dies. He literally stops breathing. His moment he dies, and there's the time right there. Now, this is not an overlap. This is two right beside each other. This is 233, again, which is August 21st, and then 4/8, which is the eclipse on 4/8. Remember, it was the eclipse that was going on, and that's 4/8. The eclipse that's happening next year on April 8th. Okay, now so let's go from the first day he's born. Now you saw him the day he's born to April 8th. Right here, 48 is 233 days. 233 and 4/8, 4/8 and 233. 233 and 4/8 take you back to August 19th, his birth. Because birth is death. Birth is death. Okay, they do this all the way. Now keep going. Now if we go from April 19th, that eclipse that happened back in April 19th, that happened over Hawaii,
to his actual birth, lightning falling from heaven, Barack Obama is 132. Okay, remember this number. I'm going to show you in a second. We got 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 3, 2. Now let's do this one. From the eclipse that happened over Hawaii, and then to his death. And again, this is his death day. 128. Now let's bring it all together. What is 128, 132, and 1233? That is 128 is 821. 821 with is the 233rd day of the year. 233rd day of the year with 132 days left over. 132 days left over. And what is this really showing? His death on August 25th. Right here, the 120 days left over. There it is. 128 days left over is August 25th. His death right here. His death. Hopefully that makes sense, man. I have so much to share and so much I didn't even understand yet, and I'm seeing a bunch of it. It's so crazy. Hopefully that makes sense. Boom. So I want to leave it at that, and I want to thank you. From that Q thing. He's just a Q thing. He's a Q thing. I want to thank you that I'm talking about this Q thing. Because he is Q, by the way. Q is 17, and 1 plus 7 is 8. He's going to be born in the 8th month. Q is many things. His name is B.O., Barack Obama. B.O. B is 2, O is 15. 2 plus 15 is 17, which is Q. I have videos on this. Look at my video that has this guy in the front, false super Q. Right there, looking back there a few years ago, and you'll see a bunch of things. I have other videos that talk about this and how he is the so-called Qzels, or he's Qbert, many things. Okay, so I want to thank you ahead of time. I gotta have fun with this sometimes because if I don't, I'll cry. So anyway, thank you from that Q thing. No, thank you for everybody who's ever contributed to this channel, to my given to our family. I just so appreciate it. You're just so I thank you so much. Prayers, everything, sharing these videos, thoughtful comments, all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much. This is my chance to thank you, everyone who's ever given to our family. I want to thank also again the main contributors that do regularly. God bless you. Just God bless you. God bless every single person who's ever given and will give. I just thank you so much. This is my chance to say I'm on my knees with my heart open. Just thank you so much. It means so much to me that you would bother to give of your energy, your time, your resources, your money to this and support this ministry. But it's going to come back to you. I promise. It is. It's going to harvest souls and stuff. It already has. Many. I've had even more. The most recently, as far as a harvest of soul, I had a 14-year-old kid that came to the Lord through email, and he wanted to know who Jesus was through my videos. And I've had several things like that. So with kids, I've had adults. Many people claim to come back to Jesus because of me and other people, and I'm just humbled, so humbled by that. And you that support me are part of that too. So I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And hopefully this rocks you. Hopefully this awakens you. Hopefully this shows you that Jesus is there. He can inspire you. The only way I know any of this stuff at all is from him. How could I find any of this stuff? Thank you. I mean, I'm not that smart. I'm not that. He makes me that. Finding Kamala Harris in that church thing. Are you crazy? I no way. All this stuff. Avatar, the messages. I mean, all this. It's just insane. No way. I can't. No, sorry, I can't. I'm not that smart. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I just thank you so much. And I just also put out. I always ask the Lord, and He just basically said, "Go ahead." If you're able to give and you feel moved by the Lord, or otherwise, give. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're moved by the Lord. That's the ideal. But if you want to give out of whatever reason, I appreciate it. The links are in the description box below for PayPal, even Zellpay. You can sign up for Zellpay.com. It's free to give. It's better than PayPal. It doesn't cost anything. And I also have my P.O. box and stuff there on there as well if you want to give. I covet your gifts of any kind. Prayer especially, I love it. We need it. My family needs it. I have a family of 6. We're really blessed, and we need things all the time, of course, and we need prayer, and we need resources and things, of course. So thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be able to do this. It's a challenge too. It so much is, and I get attacked in so many ways as well. But thank you for your covering of your prayer. It means so much to us. Just any gift you have in any capacity would be wonderful. We'll take any that we can get humbly. So thank you so much. And I'm going to leave it at that. This is Exalted Lamb 1. God bless you. Is out. Exalted Lamb 1, over and out.